Hello, it's the Zombie Dracula, and today I'm back to another episode of TrueFearForsaken Souls. Now, in the last episode, we basically uncovered more truth behind what actually happened here. So yeah, and we actually as well managed to open up this door here with all three switches, so there's nothing else we can do except for proceed on forwards. So, oh great, of course a cutscene. Wait, is that Dahlia behind? Okay, so is that really it? I could have added that to the end of last episode. Well, since that was it, we can have a look at bonus material then, since that was quicker than I was expecting. So these are the wallpapers, Heather's place, the cemetery under the old house, and yet again collectibles figure. So who do we get again? Young Holly. I remember Mom died, Heather told me I found the body, but I don't remember anything. After that, life froze for a while. It was never the same. I tried fixing everything, repairing our house, repairing our lives. I wanted to make it all better, but the door to her room remained locked. Our grandparents fought more than ever. Soon grandfather moved to the shed and then passed away. Then grandma got sick and we had to move to the boarding school nearby. They all blamed each other for Mom's death. What good did that do? When my grandmother passed away, I left to build my own life. So that's young Holly. Young Heather. My little sister Heather. I always hear that twins share a special bond, but we've always been different. Heather was so open to the world and experiences. She would always comfort authority. She was the one who had the idea to sneak upstairs. I'm not sure whether it's her need to explore or provoke our mother. I knew she enjoyed that our mother was upset about her staying at the Ladurus estate, but their house was pretty amazing. She left for the city as soon as she could and almost never went back home. Then came her obsession about Mother's death and conspiracy. The last time I saw Heather, she called me a traitor for not helping her. I wasn't the one who left the house and our grandmother, but I now have a good job and a wonderful boyfriend, or well, young Heather does. Something she could have had too. Or well, Holly does, not Heather, because it's in a way Holly talking about Heather as a young person. Detective. The detective told my sister. The detective told me that my sister had been dead for years, and so she could have sent the letter. He also agreed that the lit candles were very strange. I wanted to tell him about the picture of the tree house, but then I imagined the police coming to our childhood home. They would tear it apart in search of some decade-old evidence that they would never find. I know I can always call him when I'm ready to tell. Mailman. It was from a private local company. When you call, they deliver mail immediately. Why would Heather send an urgent letter when she could call? My number is listed. She could have found it if it was really urgent. And she was in some trouble. Why not just come here? And if the letter was sent tonight, why does it look like the parcel has been abandoned for years? Well, talking about that, it could have been something like sent to the depot where they keep it and be like, delivered to this address on this date. Could have been something like that. Grandfather, David, our grandfather. My grandfather and I understood each other very well. He was, or at least tried to be, a simple man. He passed on to me the desire to repair rather than walk away. When our mother died, he suspected everyone, especially everyone on the Ladurus estate. He never shared his reasons with me, so I suspected he needed someone to blame. Okay. Charles Ludorus, the elder of the Ludorus estate. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right, but so what? He was cold and a hungrily man. As kids we liked him because he gave us presents and our home. I suspected he hated us, but for some reason he had to deal with us anyway. The story goes on, they took a liking to Elizabeth, our mother, when she was only 12 years old. They sold their house to my grandparents for less than half the asking price just because they liked her. My mother never talked about them. I don't think she liked them, but she wasn't really sure herself why they liked her. She was very close to them at first and visited their house until she got pregnant. After that she never went there, not even to show them her daughters. Okay. Mother. Elizabeth, our mother. Seeing her room brought me to tears. I used to see her standing by the window, watching us play in the yard. She couldn't join us because of Dahlia. How lonely she must have felt. She was only 17 when we were born. I have a lot of respect for her. She knew the truth, but she held everything together as long as she could. Heather kept telling me I was in our mother's room when she killed herself. She told me I didn't remember anything because I was in shock. But why wouldn't I have tried to save her? That's true. Scary girl. They just call it Scary Girl. Wow. I don't know much about hallucinations, but she felt real to me, although not human. That's what terrifies me. At first she seemed to wander around, ignoring me, but in the basement she looked directly at me. It can't be my sister's ghost, because she saw it too. Anyway, I don't believe in ghosts. Whatever she is, this isn't a common psychological condition. Dark Delia. A cemetery under your house is cliche, as long as it doesn't happen to you. Somebody went through the trouble to build a modern house over an old cemetery. If we're entertained for the second possibility of supernatural, this looks certainly evil. Build a cursed house and lure a family to live there. The Ladderus gave us the house for next to nothing. Because of our mother, she must have been involved somehow. Is this girl a ghost? Is it our dead sister? I'm sure she's real. That makes as much sense as the cemetery under our house. True. Now, probably who we play as. I have always hated those dreams in which I died. This clear sense of unavoidable doom. Waking up was always such a relief, and now I can't wake up. It seems that I have no father and a dead crazy sister Dahlia. It also seems that me and Heather have seen some scary apparition. Since all strings seem to lead to Dahlia and that my mother wants us to go there, I will. Secretary. She was secretary to the manager of the administration wing. Not important, but a constant persistence. I don't know if I've said that right. Can imagine her sitting in a windowless office and dealing with difficult customers. Did she know what was happening? Was it her voice on the answering machines at Heather's? Dunno. God. Jack Smith, the mass murderer of Dark Asylum. I don't know whether he was crazy or possessed. What's more disturbing is that he was involved with my mother and may have been somehow involved with her suicide. But I believe he never agreed that she took her own life. I wish so much this was true. The Elizabeth I knew wouldn't have killed herself. I agree with Jack that someone is responsible. Manager. Christopher, the manager of the administration's complex. There was a letter from Charles Ladderus on his desk. I don't like him or the way the letter urged him to leave. I wonder if it had anything to do with the killings or the murder's messed up and otherwise perfect plan. I wonder if he's still alive. So that's the figures, the wallpaper's there. Okay. Full moon. Welcome. I don't like this one. I think it's probably most because I've not heard it, but others have heard. so I feel fine with. Puzzles. Oh, so I can replay the puzzles again. That one I managed to do, and that one I managed to do. I know what that one is, but I'm not gonna redo it again, even though I liked it. And there's these I can do again. True Fear 2. Okay, I don't know what that is. True Fear 2. True Fear is a trilogy. Oh, so there's gonna be 2 more games of it. No wonder when it said True Fear Part 1, when I first saw it, I was like, what? Okay, why is it Part 1? Does that mean there's others to follow? This is confirmation. We know that it's sometimes frustrating to finish a game to see to be continued, but there was no way we could have fitted the story into one game and could have afforded to keep some quality level. The sequel will answer most of the questions of the first game, while the third and last game will be in fact quite different in many ways. The second game will see Holly's right where we left her. Arriving to the Dark Falls Asylum, the asylum will not be what Holly might have expected, and she will have to figure out not only what has happened there, but how far she is ready to go and what she is ready to give up to discover the secrets around her family. So these screenshots for part 2, because none of it looks like it's from what I've played, so I'm guessing part 2, or it could even possibly be part 3 they're from. So yeah, right, okay, this one is creepy, so I'm guessing that's the in-game date there, or when a certain event happened, which could have been the murder, and that I'm guessing is from a cutscene. Oh, okay. I've seen this corridor before-ish, but not with all that blood, is it, coming through the door? I'm guessing this is from the third one. And this is definitely a challenge. Yeah. Anything else? Oh, just more screenshots. So, okay. This is a room of one of the patients. And then there's this burrowed out hole. So I'm guessing either Darla is in this room or in that room there. And this looks like it could be a solitary confinement or wing or ward. Oh, what happened there? So there. Yeah, probably is. Was he a patient in solitary confinement? Because it feels it. Oh no, it wouldn't be, because the windows wouldn't be there. Right. And this looks like it could have been a library in the asylum, as weird as that sounds. Making of. Okay. This stage is the game changer, however this wouldn't be possible without the previous works. Okay. See how sketch becomes fully animated scenes. Right, okay. So this is our concept art. I'm guessing this was originally what was going to be the grave that became like the doorway thing. I could be wrong. Okay, that's creepy. Was that a beginning sketch of Dahlia then? Or what they wanted to look out like? I guess that's supposed to be the mother in the coffin. That could be wrong. Twins. The dining room, obviously, in its eerie state. Dahlia's room. Holly. Is this one so creepy? Yep, I don't know what it is, but I press and I go in the, what I believe is this, the close-up of Dahlia, and it goes to a ward wing, something like that. Grandparents' room. This is the one. Okay. Okay, that's... Okay. Am I supposed to see this in the next installment of the trilogy then? Or these bits and bobs from everything? Deleted scenes, okay. Deleted intro. Director's cut intro. Welcome, okay. Mysterious disappearances and creature sightings found the Grim Falls Asylum, Friday 22nd of June 1984. Okay. Oh, Grim Falls Asylum. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Right. Dahlia's gonna pop up in one of them, isn't she? Okay. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay. Into that room. Oh, okay. What's gonna happen now then? It's gonna be Dahlia and the door's gonna open and she's gonna fly out. Yeah. Just get it over with. Oh no. It's going into the room. Got to expect a jump scare. I know it's coming. Oh. Yeah. I knew it was coming. And then is this back to the original opening scene where it continues from? Yep. I definitely preferred that compared to the actual opening. Missing characters. German professor. The original script had a villain, an odd, eccentric professor with a German accent who was there to prevent the character from advancing. Finally, the professor would capture Holly and lock her in the basement of his castle. She would escape and make a potion to make her fall asleep. Holly would understand only too late that she was tricked into killing the professor by the Dark Dealer. The professor was actually trying to protect Holly and prevent her from following the breadcrumbs left by Dahlia. As a result, Holly would walk willingly into Dahlia's arms. Dahlia would observe, so you see an old rich man and you assume he's evil. Right, okay. Detective. The detective was once a more important character in the game. He was meant to hint Holly that the only reason to send an urgent letter rather than calling is because either you can't speak or you are not who you pretend to be. Unfortunately, he would be too helpful and Holly would find him dead in the Dark Asylum at the end of the second game. His role was reduced to give the player a sense of isolation and responsibility. After all, it is Holly's quest and her family's secret, and she is the only hope. Okay, young Dahlia. The original introduction to the game was very different. We were going to show you the young, frightened girl Dahlia in her cell as she discovers that she is not in fact alone. We decided against it because it would have given away too much information before the middle of the trilogy. Okay. Alternate realities. So the bench was moved, and you can't see the doll on it. But who says someone could have moved it there, or vice versa? I think if they left it as that, you'd have had to go in front of the bench or a cutscene to sit on the bench to find the doll, which is my opinion. Okay, this is completely different, because that is usually that side in a different room, not open planned, and that's this side a bit further up in the corridor from what it actually is, but I think I prefer this version. Okay, bit different. They are watching me, they know all my secrets. I don't know if that was originally on the wall, but with this house layout it makes it feel like it's not over the house. Pretty much the same. I can't see any differences apart from the door is slightly different. I think that bit's been added into the original, and this is in a different area. Other than that, not much looks different. This looks like there's more overgrown stuff around the world compared to last time, or in the finished game. Okay. I don't think there were candles originally on the banister as going down, but I could be wrong. That makes it seem more kind of claustrophobic like. It's more tighter and smaller spaces going down. Well, I think in the main game itself it felt much wider going down the stairs there. That room's completely different. The originally keys held with knives is there. And I don't think that bit like an above storage shelf or some sort of bed even it could be wasn't there last time. So yeah. And now is this just all the cutscenes? Welcome cutscene. So is this the official opening that it became? Or is this a different cutscene? Okay, bad dream. Is this the one that they were originally going to open with, but in the end decide not to? Yeah, I think it is. Oh wait, no, this is the original, I'm guessing. Dead patient's ghost. Wait, is that Holly? Could be Heather, or is it Dahlia before what happened? Appearance before the Block A fire. Okay. And I think this gun goes back to where it was at first. Oh. Yeah. I don't think that's and that overgrownness around the door. So it's slightly different from what was originally going to happen. Just bring Dahlia right at me. Just bring Dahlia. I know she's going to be there. think because I'd literally just seen it a matter of minutes before, it probably didn't affect me as it could have done. But you can dream. So is that everything? Oh, apart from the trophies. Shop side, finish all observant scenes less than 2 minutes each. Yeah, not gonna happen. If you're not done, find out the hidden objects, start using the scenes. Yeah, didn't happen. How do you do it? Solve all the puzzles in less than 2 minutes. Survivor. Solve all the puzzles without using skips. Don't listen to the dolls. Well, I failed that one. Same with Dolls Live, failed that. Hooked. Yeah. Finish the bonus chapter without stopping. I almost did that, I just needed to open the door. But I didn't think that'd be where it's ended, but okay. Find Jack. Who's Jack supposed to be? Collect all figures. Who am I missing them? What really happened? What happened later? I didn't find all the stuff. Discover the truth. Yes, you can. Finish, enter the asylum, which I've done. Plus, earn our trophies. So, yeah. That's everything. So it looks like I'm going to leave this episode here then. Much shorter than I was expecting, but yeah. I also really enjoyed this game and I can't wait for the continuation version games to come out. So yeah, I've got to wait for them ones to come out. But I really enjoyed this game. Not necessarily the scares, but what do you expect with a game like this? On the type of game it was, I thought at first, nah, it's not going to be scary. I get into it, how wrong I was. But other than that, it was really enjoyable, and I definitely will be playing the sequels within the trilogy. So that's going to end this episode then, guys. Like and comment if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and let's see if we can get 50 likes. And this is the Zombie Dracula, signing off. Bye!